Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another video, and this is a paid request for Kyle. Thank you so much for that. For those interested, requesting any type of videos, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And for those who sent them, thank you. I do appreciate it. And yes, this is another adult film. Actually, one of two that Kyle wanted me to do. Both, I guess you would say, part of the same franchise because they both have similar title. But Deep Throat from 1972, which is a film that phrase heard of for the longest time. There's the Deep Throat, the guy who told about the Nixon stuff going on, to Woodward and Bernstein, to I think I did review a movie about Lovelace, which of course she's the star of this film. So I guess it's nice to finally see the film that is known to be one of the more influential porno movies. It was definitely one of the first to have like a plot. I guess some would say a bit higher production value. Although I'm thinking, this is higher production value. I'll take your word for it, but to actually have somewhat of a plot, and it is somewhat of a plot because it's still barely a plot, and it's only a little over an hour long, by just compared to others, even that's more so. But Linda Lovelace plays as herself. Now, the weird thing about watching this film is that, by her accounts, I think her verbiage was, if you watch the film and see me, I'm pretty much being raped in every scene, because she feels she was coerced. She didn't really want to do it. The person she was with at the time pressured her into doing this stuff. Again, that's what she says. I don't know. I mean, it does make it a little bit more weird to watch if that was her frame of mind, if that's what she was thinking at the time. And for all intents and purposes, the person she was with seemed like a piece of shit. But I would think, what about the other actors that were involved? Like, were they ever told of any of this? Or was it more, she keeps quiet? So I would have to wonder, if I was an actor in this film and I had a scene, like, how would I feel? How would I feel with that information? So it does bring about a bit of a weird thing to talk about with this movie. Another guy who stars in it, Harry Reams. What a name, right? 1972 film. And I guess other than historical relevance in terms of where this places in the adult film stuff, I don't see any other reason why anyone would watch this, to be honest. Especially in this day and age, that if you really want to get your boner gone, sounds like something that you would see at 2 a.m. in the morning. Boner gone. You need that shit shut off? Take this pill, boner gone. And on and on and on. No longer will that be the case. Boner gone. But if you want to get your little bit or your bit wet, there's a lot of ways you could do it. I'm not even going to get into it. Whichever your preference, as long as it's safe and legal and willing and all sorts of stuff. But I've had a couple, well, one or two people get mad at me that I accept requests to review these type of films. Number one, it's a paid request, and people are being generous with it. Two, no, I do not jerk off to these, because I would think that'd be weird. Although if you want to think that, and that's your preference, I'll be humbled by it. Be my guest. Right on your face. And number three, I find these more funny than anything. That's why, because I think it'll be a funny review, and I laugh at these things mostly. For example, there's a guy, when Linda Lovelace, I keep saying Lovelace, it's Lovelace. She's driving around, she gets home, her buddy is a girl named Helen. And when Lovelace comes in, she's on a table, whatever, getting eaten out by this guy. And I'm sitting there going, this guy must be doing a shitty job because she gets a cigarette. Give me a cigarette. I'm like, how shitty of a job is this guy doing that this lady is just like, yeah, give me a cigarette. Like, I mean, you must not know what the hell fuck you doing. Granted, this lady, to be honest, this lady's not that good looking anyway. I know that's mean to say. I'm nobody, but you know I can't say it because I know the feeling. So, but this lady just, Lovelace looks fine. This lady looks like someone's great aunt or something. There's a scene later on where they have a sex party, and there's a few guys on this lady. I swear to God, her stomach or stuff had liver spots. That's what it seemed like to me. I mean, this is not really the first, third, or eighth person I would pick for your adult film. I'm being a dick, I know, but my dick was being a dick too and said, nah, you're on your own on this one. I'm like, thanks. And then left the vicinity. I decided to go to McDonald's without me. So while I'm watching someone eat, my dick's going something to eat. I'm left here holding nothing but empty air in my hand. So couldn't do it anyway if I wanted to. So all that happens. Her and Lovelace start talking about how we're doing fine here. My alimony checks your old man's allowance. And the problem with Lovelace is she can't get off. Even though she says she kind of does, but she wants to hear the bombs and hear the bells. And her buddy's like, what, you want to wreck a city? But they do this sex party, and that must be a thing with the 70s. There's a lot of ugly people, especially in adult films. Like, a lot of ugly people having sex. I don't even know how people would jerk the dirt in anyway back in the day, because all these ugly people having sex. So I'd be like, I guess desperate times calls for desperate measures. That's not the case nowadays. But yeah, desperate times for desperate measures, I guess. I'm just like, there's a lot of ugly people in this fucking film. I swear her friend Helen had liver spots. But that doesn't still work for Lovelace. I mean, the sex scenes are the sex scenes. I mean, what can you say? It's like the phrase in Bulletproof with Adam Sandler. How do you know a porno's from the 70s? If the guy's dick has sideburns. There you go. People are very, very hairy. To the point, it's very scary. And, you know, it's the type of sex you're thinking of. You know, it's not, no really to go into detail of that. So eventually she goes to see a doctor, which is Harry Reams. And it's meant to be very comedic. Like, he has a telescope to look at her vag. And she's looking at it, and he's like, oh, you don't have a clit. And then let me look. Oh, your clit is in the back of your throat. So the only way you can achieve full ringing of the bells is by deep throating. What a plot, huh? There's a clit in your throat. These films are not known for their plots, people. And even the songs, like, there's literally a song called Deep Throat in this. No, I did not look up the lyrics because I wanted to save my sanity. But yes, there is a song accompanying this. I think the movie only cost like 20-some thousand, but then the soundtrack cost like another 20-some thousand. So there you go. And this made a lot of money throughout the years. There was some rumor that, oh, it's 600 million. More like, and honesty is the course of the day, of the Gay Day parade. Some say more than likely, with all of the different types of revenue, like $100 million. Now, that's what they say. I don't know if there's a way to actually prove it, but take that for what you will. I doubt any of these people got most of that money, because I'm sure some of this was funded by the mob. Because that's the thing that happened back in the day. A lot of these films were funded by the mob, because, okay, you need a student flick, more than likely this will turn a profit, so we'll put it in there and maybe do a little bit of thing here and there on the side, and money will be legitimate. Where do we hide this money? In this legitimate property, and then we get the money, and that's more actual legitimate money, and the cops won't bother us as much. So maybe the mob got all the money. And then, like, she wants to marry the doctor because she has never felt this good. He's like, no, I cannot marry you, but you could be my nurse. And then you see her do a couple jobs. One that I thought was weird is she's with this guy. I guess, like, he's on top of her and he put, I don't know what the hell you call it, a speculum, like, into her. It looked like a test tube. And then he puts wine, and then he puts Coca-Cola. And he puts, like, a straw, and he drinks. So, like, I guess the thing's in her, but, like, the wine and Coke. I'm laughing because I'm like, if you're able, I mean, you can't do it on YouTube, but if you took this and made it into a Coca-Cola commercial, or even if it was Diet Coke, just for the taste of it, Diet Coke. I would love to see that. I'm surprised they got away with having Coca-Cola in there and not getting sued. I don't know if Coca-Cola would appreciate knowing that their product is used for vaginal tactics and distribution. But, well, I guess technically this is a Coca-Cola product, but it's not an actual Coca-Cola, so I could drink this and not think about that. And no, before people ask, I'm not thinking of putting this into some woman's vag and drinking it. And then they don't really know where the plot's going. Just pretty much one thing leads to another. Harry Reams is with his nurse. And I guess there's this guy, what the hell was his name? Wilbur? Which he has a role play fixation that he wants to rob someone and assault them. And so he's watching Lovelace shave. So if you want to see a woman shave, here you go. And she knows him and is not scared of him. And he's like, oh man, you're supposed to be afraid of me. You don't want me to have no fun. And so they start talking a bit. And then he's like, you know I love you, right? Why would we get married? And she's like, no, I can't. I need someone with a 9-incher. Oh, we'll talk to the doctor. Oh, we could get surgery. Great. But then she starts blowing him. I'm like, I thought you said he needed surgery to be satisfied. But now, apparently, what? Did it grow like Pinocchio? And now it's good enough for you? Even without the surgery? That was a bit confusing. And where the fuck did Wilbur come from? Like, he's just there now. This brand new character that I don't think was ever introduced before. I guess now she's happy, and then the movie ends on a happy note. I mean, it's only an hour long, folks, so it's not like a whole lot to delve into deeply. And I could say all this stuff here, but I mean, people out there, if you really want to know... I'm not saying Wikipedia is always 100% truthful, but it could be a starting point if you really want to... I know there's a documentary on this, which I've never seen, called Inside Deep Throat. I think it came out 2005. I never saw it, so I can't give you any details about it. But if you do, feel free. I guess the only thing I have to say is, guess now I know a different way that people can use Coca-Cola. Not something I would ever do, but I guess that's up to you. See, that's what I mean. That's why I like doing this stuff. It's funny. I find it hilarious. So yes, if Kyle or everybody else wants to keep requesting this stuff, I would gladly do it. Because A, I appreciate the pay request, and B, it's fucking funny. Okay, have fun. Life's too short. So we'll see you guys later. Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke. Pussy flavored this time. There you go. You got bad sales. Made pussy flavored. There you go. Did get a lot more sales maybe that way. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.